So I just got done with a pretty hard workout. Made it as hard as I could make it, not to be tough or anything, but to just validate some assertions, validate some teaching points that I'm working on with myself. And in the in the lead up to the workout, uh, I wasn't like full of piss and vinegar. I was not full of energy. I was pretty tired. I was telling myself I was tired, and it was not one of these environments that was going to be like an epic throwdown. And like I'm thankful for that because that's real life. That is real life. That is everyday stuff, and that's the whole point of this whole thing. I am all about reading. I am all about expanding your brain. I'm all about being a student, having a student mindset through everything you do. But students take tests and validate some of the knowledge, and they have a chance to demonstrate that. What are you doing to apply the information and apply the stuff you're reading and apply the quotes you're listening to and apply what everyone's saying? What are you doing to apply it in your own life? And when are you doing it? Are you doing it when everything is like rosy and good? Or is it when like shit's hitting the fan and the situation that is the exact reason you're reading the books and listening to the podcasts and, doing everything else, trying to acquire the information, when those situations are smack dab in the middle of your face, are you applying the information you're trying to acquire? And that's the big thing. And so for me, one of the things that I'm working on is, if you listen to the Jason Ackerman podcast, I talked about it, but acknowledging and advancing. And that's kind of like, what does that mean, right? It sounds kind of sexy or whatever. Acknowledging means you have to see it, you have to listen to it, you have to be open to it. Doesn't mean ignoring it, doesn't mean running away from it. In my case today, it was low energy, tired, stressed out with a bunch of stuff going on, KOA, appointments, like a bunch of stuff, right? I have to acknowledge that and then advance and not get stuck in that vicious cycle of telling myself the situation. I know the situation. The situation is challenging, yes. Move on, advance past it. That might mean taking a rest day. That might mean slowing down. That might mean getting after it. That might mean lacing it up. It might mean different things. It will mean different things for different people. It's a tool that is very effective to cut through the noise and, in two simple words, puts all the stuff going on at a pause and focuses on what you are going to do. And so for me today, it was, I'm feeling pretty tired, I'm feeling pretty beat, here's everything, blah, 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 blah. And it was, and the tool is, okay, and that's not self-accusatory, that's not putting yourself down, that's not being a wise ass. It's partnering with yourself to be curious to find a solution for what you can do in the environment that is what it is. So I suggest to you, if you're interested in any of this stuff, apply it. When you have something going on, when you have, when you're in the shit, okay, and see what you come up with, and then action it. That's what this is all about, guys. This is what this is all about, just getting better one little day at a time, one situation at a time, being okay with stumbling, being okay with maybe if it feels forced or maybe if it kind of irks you a little bit. It's all good. The alternative is reading a bunch of books, watching a bunch of videos, listening to a bunch of podcasts, and not doing a damn thing about it. And that's not living, that's not life. Progress doesn't happen like that. Information doesn't create momentum, action does. So I hope you take action on that, and let me know how it goes.